What is going up, guys? Welcome back to the best day trading, investing, and pretty much just the best channel on YouTube. So before we get started, hit that freaking subscribe button, guys. We're almost at 1,000. 1,000. We're so close. We're only like, what, 200 away? And my channel has been slowly growing, just like our stocks and all of our investments here that we've pretty much started this channel about. So if you guys are like interested in investing or trading or stock market or trying to make money, this is the channel for you. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the best investments to make for retirement. Now, we all want to retire. We all want to retire with all of the money in the world, but realistically, it's not going to happen unless you do something. You're not going to just one day wake up at 65 and have money. It's not the reality. You got to invest smart, pretty much from the time you get a job all the way till the time you're done working. Now, even if you don't have a job, you can, some of these tools we can talk to you about. All right, so let's jump into the video. Now, the first thing that I would want to invest in, and that I do invest in, is just the general stock market. I invest in the S&P 500. Now, I invest in an ETF, VOO. It is a Vanguard ETF. It is a S&P stock market indicator or index. So anything that the S&P 500 does, the stock will do. If the S&P 500 goes up, the stock will go up. And the reason why I have an ETF is because just fees tend to be a lot cheaper. So because for my retirement, I use the bank that I go through, and that's Ally. So they do not charge anything for ETFs. So I have that. And then the next thing here is the S&P 500 mutual fund. Now, the reason why I would invest into a mutual fund, if let's say you cannot buy the $269 share, you can just put in $50 or $80 or $100 into that mutual fund, which is the exact same thing. It indicates the general S&P 500, so exact same thing as the ETF, but you tend to pay a little bit more for commissions, and they might have a management fee in there. It's kind of stupid. So go through Vanguard because I believe that they have commission free. Yeah. All right. So the number two thing that I would want to invest in, and that I do invest in, is high dividend stocks. Now, you can honestly find these super easy. Just look up high dividend stocks. Now, a lot of these stocks are going to be, kind of companies that you haven't really heard of. Now, I know there is companies that you heard of. So what I would recommend doing, find a company that you know and make sure they have a strong dividend, because you can reinvest those dividends and actually buy shares with them. So if that's, say you buy 5 shares of Apple, and over the course of maybe your retirement, you reinvest those shares, and it buys shares with them, I guess, with those dividends. You can set that up. All you gotta do is there is gonna be a little checkbox right in your settings, and you're just gonna want to reinvest all dividends back in. So you could own 0.5% of a share of Apple, or 3%, depending on the dividend. I'm just giving Apple as a general example. So high dividend stocks, pretty much just passive income, reinvesting it back into you. So look for a company that you know and pretty much has a upward trend, and something that you see that's going to be around in the next 20 to 30 years. Because you don't want to pretty much buy a stock just straight for the dividend. You want to make sure it's kind of a well-known company. I know Verizon, I believe, has a pretty good dividend. All right, so let's move on to number 3. Now, the number 3 here this is going to be something that I want to do probably within the next 5 to 6 years. Now, this is going to be real estate investing. Right now, I do not have enough capital to do it, But we're saving, we're reinvesting, we're killing it, because I would like to just buy it cash and not really have to worry about, you know, getting a loan and all that other stuff. So this is going to be a rental properties. Now you buy these rental properties, you buy one and you find tenants and they will pay you monthly, and you can set it up where if let's say you do not have that full capital to pay for it, that they pay the mortgage and you pretty much get the asset of the real estate. So it's pretty much just a no-brainer. Now those, you know, houses tend to cost, you know, 100 to 150,000, just because people have a tendency to not rent out houses that are 300 or 200,000. They'd rather just pay for the mortgage. But yeah, so the number 4, and this is going to be the last thing, is invest in what you know. You know, if that's say, and invest in yourself, first thing. Now, if that's say, you know, you want to build a successful business and sell it, but for your retirement, go for it. Invest in what you know. If that's something that you are dedicated and you know what you're doing, it should be a no-brainer. Invest in that. But if that's say you know everything about stocks and everything like that, invest into it. Don't wait, because it's so easy to say, oh, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next year, I'll do it next 10 years. It's gonna go by like that. But I'm dying, my throat's hurting. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please sure to like, subscribe, comment if you are new. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. We'll see you guys Tuesday. Or tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Peace.